Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, man, to another Smallville review. Before I talk about the show, man, I want to say one quick thing, man. That I always watch the episodes before I do a review, man, and I just take notes on the things that should be talked about, like more than the small little details that I used to do. Like you guys watch my reviews early on, you see that I talk about every little detail on the show, man. But I'm trying to dive down on that. I just want to talk about the things that need to be said, not talk about like the whole show in general. But I don't know how I should do it, but I think this is the best way, just so we can just cut straight to the point, cut to the chase. Even though sometimes I still do add those little key moments because I feel those some of those little key moments is going to play on, is going to come to later on. So I kind of bring those into light. So I guess that's kind of why I still kind of bring some of them, but not all of them. Like some little thing like really doesn't need to be said. It made this episode pretty much about what Wendy going through, Clark and Lana relationship advances. Pete being Pete. Chloe being Chloe. The parents being the parents. Lex. We found that Lex got a secret admirer, pretty much. And that's pretty much it. And we got a new villain, which is the Invisible One, which I like to call it, man. The Invisible Ones, I like to call it. So that's all I want to say, guys, man. You guys enjoy the review, man. You guys enjoy anything that I do here. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below on what you guys, Smallville fans out there. This for the Smallville fans only, man. Let me know in the comment section below on what you guys thought of this particular episode when you saw it, whether years ago or now, because I know there's still, believe it or not, there are still new people watching Smallville and never seen the show and watching it today. So those are the people that actually I want to reach out to and find, because they're new to this. You know what I'm saying? They new to everything. I want to find those guys or girls and find them and bring them to the channel. Let them know that we doing reviews over here. So you know what I'm saying? So anybody who a fan of Smallville, man, let them know about the channel, man. Let them know what I do here. I very much appreciate that. Like I said, you can find me on Twitter at TaylorMyers95, where I would tweet, or you know what I'm saying, you guys want to see me tweet or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me on that, man. We are nearing 10K, man. I hope I reach that 10K. I want to reach that 10K, before, I'm going to say at least before WrestleMania, even though that's a long shot. But that would be so awesome if I can reach it before WrestleMania, which is in April. You know what I'm saying? But we're very, very close. I hope I can reach that, man. I believe right now we are over 9,600. So we like 400 something away, man. So, guys, got Twitter, man. Make sure you follow me, man. And without further ado, man, let's talk about this show, man. Let's talk about this show, Smallville, which is episode 10. You guys haven't seen episode 9. I got that on the channel right now. I'll leave that in the annotation above you, which you will see pop up at some given point. Probably pop up early on this video. You'll probably see it. I got a review down, episode 8 review. I think it was episode 8 or 7. I had to get rid of that because it was some copyright infringement things pop on there, because I had got some clips on that video. So I don't know if I should make 8 over or 7 over, but I can't remember which one it was. So you guys want me to see me make that over, let me know in the comment section below. I'll definitely do it again over, so I can have a cold, clean sweep. But I did that episode, so I want you guys to know. To some of you are wondering why it's not there. So that's what episode is shimmering, man. So the episode starts off with Clark and Lana walking. They're outside, I believe. Lana got this thing going on where she helping out with the blood drive, when that's when they get the blood taken out of you, for a good charity fun thing, and Clark kind of wants to help her with it, but not help her with the blood thing, because we all know that Clark can't take a needle. If it ain't no kryptonite needle, it's gonna straight break. So that's why he kind of act like that. He's scared of needles, because one little poke and then found your secret. There you go, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So Clark didn't want to help out there. So then I got my notes right here. So then all of a sudden we see this football job picking on this woman named Amy. Now we found out here that Amy is the one who got the secret crush on Lex Luthor, man. But we all know that Lex is right now currently is with Victoria, which we seen in the last episode Victoria owns a business from a far related, kind of similar to what Lex dad does, something like that beyond those lines, man. So we see this football job picking on Amy, you know what I'm saying? Because that her family lives in Lex's house, like not in his house in particular, but outside Lex's house as servants, they clean, water plants, stuff like that, you know. And her family lives there in like this small little house, and the brother comes to the fence and leave her alone. Don't pick on her, such and such. And when I first seen the brother, I was just sitting there like, whoa, this dude look like he means some business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll be that way too. Nobody, like, I ain't gonna let nobody pick on my sister like that either. So I understand why he's so serious. But the weird thing about it is that he just left his sister defenseless, because as soon as he just got done saying leave her alone, he just walks off. He was just still sitting there with the jock. I mean, still sitting there with the sister. Sister looking down in despair. And the jock is saying looking mean as hell. And so after this, we see the bully all of a sudden, like in the locker room. Clark and Pete in the locker room in the showers. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, we don't see nothing, so calm down. So we see the jock get just beat up by some weird being or some invisible being. He, whatever the visible thing is, like he picks up a shoe and tosses at the locker, which leads to a jock looking at the lock, and then the lock gets slammed to his face, and I believe he throw a weight at him too, and he just runs off when Clark and Pete just arrive. He just wonder what's going on with him, and the jock just cowered in fear, saying it's attacking me, and Clark and Pete just like, what's attacking you, bro? Like there's nothing there. Even though we seen that there is something there, and we seen it clearly when it was fading to the shower room. We seen the water dripping on this invisible being. Well, it wasn't even the water. It was like the smoke. We seen him like something there. We seen something there. So we didn't know what was going on. Like we didn't know who did this, like why they did this or whatnot. But when I first seen this, I'm sitting there thinking that this has to be the sister, because she got picked on. You know what I'm saying? By the same jock. So all fingers point towards her. But this is Smallville, so I know it's not going to be that simple. So I'm thinking two ways here right now while I'm watching this, okay? So I'm going to let you guys know that right now. So, after this, we see Wendy and Lana. Okay, Wendy and Lana, they're having some argument, okay? Wendy just pulling away because he's going through some things, which we'll find out later on what it is, which I'm not going to bring up just yet, but Wendy is going through some things that's... At first, I'm just thinking he's just being a total asshole right here. But later on, we find out why he's being this way, which I totally understand after hearing the reason. But he still didn't have to be like this, though. So this kind of have Lana just all of a sudden just think about, like, why I'm with this guy? Like, why am I dating this guy? He's such a dick. Like, he's an asshole, So at this point, I'm figuring like, oh, this is going to get Clark in the mix. This is how Clark going to step in and take her. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I was thinking about. That's the first thing that popped my mind when I seen this. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? Because we seen how Clark looks at Lana. You know what I'm saying? So we figuring, when is it going to happen? When are they finally going to make it happen? This could be the moment, guys. This could be it. Okay. So after this, we see Amy walks in on Victoria and Lex, man, making out in Lex's little office, man, which leads to Amy just spilling the champagne glass all over Victoria, because she's jealous, because she feels as though that Victoria don't deserve Lex not for her, I should be with him, all that such and such. Kind of like a little girl crush on an older man sort of deal, you know what I'm saying? But that was going on here, you know what I'm saying? So this leads to Amy getting in trouble by her parents, particularly her mom. And she said that, Amy, know your place. Like, they're at the highest level. We're at the lower level. We're in two different worlds. Know your place. You know what I'm saying? And this leads her to get in trouble. And the brother understood, because he was there. The brother understood everything that the mother was saying. Amy wasn't with that shit. She was saying, no, fuck that. I want to be with Lex. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what world I am, what world I live in, whether I'm here, or here. Like, it doesn't matter. I want to be with Lex Luthor. At that point, well, she didn't say it, but I know that she would think it with her expression. So I'm at that point just saying, hey, it's the matters of the heart. It's sometimes hard to control. Like, what can you do about that? know what I'm saying? I had moments like that sometimes. I admit that. Well, I couldn't control my heart. And I'm pretty sure most of us did too, man. So I don't understand how she feels. What's next here? Clark finally grows some balls, man. Clark finally grows some balls. Finally deciding that, you know what? When he don't see how wonderful this Lana is, I'm taking him. So I'm saying, okay, Clark, I see you. Finally coming to man, from my eyes, man. Well, the whole time you looking like a pussy throughout this whole like series so far, man. And that's what I want to see, man. But later when we find out, man, I ain't gonna get into it, man. But I'm gonna say Clark goes some balls. He finally want to take Lana from Whitney. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, here's a key factor here, guys. Here's a key thing that happened in this episode. I wrote it down so I can make sure I get this all pictured out. This invisible being or whatever this is, whether it's a ghost or visible, at this point I don't know what it is right now. Okay, so we see the thing like knock down some flowers that Clark brought in for Lex, and Lex ordered these flowers for Victoria, which his girl, and this is her favorite flower. So when Clark brought it in and Lex mentioned that they are Victoria's favorite, all of a sudden we see the flowers just get knocked down and on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like just randomly. And then we hear some crazy shit happening upstairs. So like on some poltergeist shit. And we see the light in the room. But when it was behind the room yet, we see this light coming from the room and the door is shaking. On some poltergeist type shit. Like I stated, man. And Lex and Clark just nigga, this like it's a normal day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand it's Smallville, but good lord. Like, you're not going to react as like, yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, I ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? Like, now if it was black people, you know what I'm saying? No, we wouldn't be dealing with that shit. We'll be out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with all that bullshit. Lord, me stop, man. I ain't with all that, man. But I just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it entertaining somehow. The VR, man. But, like, as soon as everything stops. The lights gone, the door stops shaking. Lex opened the door slowly, and we seen the room just been totally destroyed, man. And we see writings on the wall saying leave, go away, don't stay, all that, man. Because, and at this point, I'm just saying, okay, it gotta be the sister. But at the same time, I'm sitting there like, it's not gonna be that simple. It's not gonna be that simple because this is Smallville we talking about. This is a particular episode where I feel as though that all signs point toward the sister, but it's never the person who you think it is. Like you seen on TV episodes, man, when we all think of this person or that person. I can't think of any things in particular, but I seen it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all seen it. Like, matter of fact, I'll give you a good example. If you guys ever seen Criminal Minds, and it was that case when we all thought that Penelope, which is one of the officers worked for the Criminal Minds unit, okay, all the signs point towards her being this, like being on the other side, working with the bad guys, and we all thought it was her, and all of a sudden we realized that it wasn't. Like near the end, we realized that it was all the person who she was with all those years ago was the reason why, what was the culprit, the bad guy and all this, so total game changing. Something similar here, man. That's how I feel about this, man. Something similar happening right here. So, after this, man, Clark and Lana, back to them. They having their moment. They finally had a moment where makes the guys pretty much probably saying like, oh no, he's gonna do it. Oh, hurt me now, kill me now. And the girls probably just saying, oh, it's so sweet. They finally gonna do it. They finally gonna get the kiss. They finally gonna kiss. You know what I'm saying? And they was having that moment. They was this close. Like this close. And then Annelle showed up. I knew somebody was gonna come back because I knew it wasn't gonna be that simple. I knew it was not gonna be that simple. I knew that at some point at a given time someone's gonna show up and just say, you know what, it's not happening, not yet. And it just had to be Annelle. Man. I don't know why I thought I heard something down there. But let's continue on, man. So but as soon as Annelle tells Clark to leave and all that, because she know that as long as we're Whitney and shouldn't be kissing no another man right now, kind of something like that. But we see Clark, once Annelle leaves, Clark asks Lana out on a date at his barn, and Lana accepts. So, like I said, Clark becoming a man, taking advantage of what's going on with Whitney, which he don't know what's going on just yet. So after this, we seen Clark tell Pete about the date. Pete is giving Clark some pointers here on what to do during the date. Then while this is happening, when Pete leaves, we see Whitney at his locker, and he drops some papers on the floor. And that's at this moment I'm sitting there saying to myself, what irony, right? Because Clark first episode, yeah, that's that sort of thing, man. So we see Clark helping Whitney with the papers. Whitney kind of just didn't thank him at all, just being a dick, just take the paper from Clark's hand, just take it and walks off, and this leads to Clark Clark, as he's seen the one of the excuse me, he's seen a bag with a prescription, and definitely Whitney snatched that from him, and when he walks off, then Clark uses X-ray vision to see what's inside that bag, and he see it was some heart medication. So this leads to Clark kind of having second thoughts on, the whole trying to get with Lana sort of thing, because he know he'll be taking advantage. Well, I'm gonna bring up later on too. So at this point, I'm saying, oh my God, this is gonna be a reason why it's not gonna happen. So they're gonna prolong this a little long, because at this point, I'm saying to myself, Clark's not gonna go through with it. But there was a moment when I thought he was. So we'll get to that in a second, which I believe. Hold on. So after this, we see Clark at the cafe. Amy shows up. Now, you all know Amy's the girl got crushed on Lex. She goes in there. She knows Clark. Like, we don't know how she knows Clark, but I'm pretty sure they know each other throughout school. And she talks about how Victoria, which is the girl that Lex with right now, that she's not too good for him. She's wrong for him, and da da da. She seen that Victoria was in Lex's bedroom, sneaking around, doing all this sneaky shit, and Clark asking what you doing in Lex's bedroom. She's in there. She made excuses that she was helping the mom clean up. They clean the house and everything, the servants, and all that da da da. So that's pretty much it right there, man. So now the invisible being or whatever strikes again. Victoria's taking a bath. Okay. All of a sudden we see this visible being just start choking on Victoria while she's taking a bath. Clark hears all this. She hears her screaming. Like he's still in the mansion, talking to Lex about how I think it was about how Victoria was sneaking around in the library, like just before that we heard like the whole crazy shit going on. The poltergeist upstairs. Got to bring that up earlier. And so Clark heard this going on upstairs while the being was choking Victoria. He runs up there, and the visible being just stopped choking on Victoria because he or she or whatever this thing is noticed that Clark was coming. So we see Clark picked up Victoria out of the bathtub, and I know he probably seen all the goods, but he probably really didn't. But I'm looking at it from a visual perspective. He's seeing all the goods, and he uses X-ray vision again because he hears something behind him. He heard the glass shattered, and we seen the blood on the glass, and we seen there was someone there. So whatever this thing is, we know that it's not like a ghost or whatever, because Clark wouldn't be able to X-ray it if it was, So that's one thing. I believe he couldn't see it if it was a ghost. So that's one thing, man. So and then he seen a glass of blood. So this, in particular, leads to Clark picking that up and presenting it to Chloe, which they finally see Chloe episode. Oh, how much I love Chloe. Anyway, I'm going to get out of that for a second. Chloe investigated this blood, and there was some green stuff on the glass. As soon as she touches it, all of a sudden her hand goes invisible, which is a key factor here, okay? When she touched that green, like, whatever that stuff was, all of a sudden that hand just turns invisible, and they're not even freaking out about this. Like, it's funny how they treat it like a known thing, like, cause this is Smallville, like, crazy shit happens, you know what I'm saying? But now, this is where I got a problem with this. I want to talk about this for a second. They find out about this green stuff, right? They know that the green stuff turns you invisible. Chloe brings up the fact that should we go to the police? Should we go to the police? And Clark just says that is an invisible guy. Is invisible. Oh no. He says on the invisible being. Yes, Clark, you should go to the police, man. Cause why? Cause you got all the evidence right in front of you. You know that the green stuff turns you invisible. The police know about the attacks that been going on inside the mansion. You got evidence. So why not present it to the police? I don't get it. It's like Clark just want to be the hero. He wants to be the one to find out who did it. Because he got this, I'm pretty sure it's going to come up later on to a hero complex. Because he always there to save the day, And because we all found that's his destiny, that stuff. But anyway, continue on. So that's over there at this point, Chloe went. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, so next, Clark runs into Whitney. Okay, he runs into Whitney again, and Whitney's being a dick to him once again. He's being a total asshole. He's being a dick, and Clark just brings up the fact that he knows that you're on heart medication, Whitney. He tells him that. He asks him, "What is going on with you? Why are you acting this way?" Whitney brings up the fact that he is worried sick about his dad because his dad is going through health issues, which could lead to death, and he's worried sick about him, and he don't like how his father is laying in the hospital bed, like looks so miserable and weak, and his dad is strong, take care of himself and all that such and such, pride sort of thing. I think so, and he feels though that he doesn't want to tell Lana this because of what happened to her parents. In this case, I kind of understand where he's coming from. Yes, I do. But at the same time, like Clark said himself, Lana know how to deal with it. She been through it. It's never easy. She can help you through it more than anybody else. So why wouldn't you tell her? And then he said something like, maybe you should believe in her more. And I gotta give it to Clark, man. He right. He should believe in Lana more. And Whitney in his case, he should believe in Lana more. He has no reason not to. She's ain't like she's been in doubt or been the bad girlfriend. In any case, he's been the worst boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give it to Clark. He's right. He's right on that. But this also leading to him not taking advantage of the situation because I believe this. Let me see my notes here. Okay. Yes, this is the next day. So Clark meets Lana at the bar. He's kind of late because he met with Whitney. Lana doesn't know what's going on with Whitney just yet. They're watching the sunset. The scenery it got the perfect scenery for this, man. Got the perfect sunset. They're alone. All they need was like the sad little music or like the romantic music in the background. Something like a movie. Just that. This all plays out perfect. I know this is probably like 9 times out of 10 every woman's dream right here to have this kind of a moment with another man. Sunset, you're watching the sunset together, you're talking, you're looking in each other's eyes, he looking into your eyes, you're like, what I'm saying, look into your eyes, look into your eyes like this, you're ready to lay a kiss on him, but then dude backs away, and Clark feels guilty. So once again, not only that they trolled us once, but they trolled us twice on this episode. And I know the girl's sitting there the girl probably was just thankful because, I know there's a lot of girls at this time love Tom Welling, the actor who played Clark, So they probably relieved too, just like the male would come to Lana. And they just they didn't kiss again. What the fuck? Because Clark feels though he's taking advantage of Whitney's situation with his dad. So Clark being the good guy that he is, man, he just backs away, tell Lana what's going on with Whitney, man. Lana even asks, why are you doing this, Clark? Why are you being the good dude, the good guy so much? And Clark just explains his reasons, man. This leads to Clark just not getting what he wanted, which is Lana. And Lana even said herself, when the sunset was gone, look, you missed it. And he did. So after this, man, this leads to Lex discovering that I know the episode too long. Sorry, guys. So this leads to Lex discovering the creepy, little shrine that Amy got in her room because they kind of got suspicion that it could be Amy. Could be the invisible, being, since Victoria been the one being attacked, and we all know that Amy got that hate feel towards Victoria here. Once Lex see this, he realized that Amy needs help. He tells the mom about this. That Amy needs help. She needs to go to a professional about this, psychologically, and once Amy leaves, and as soon as she leaves, let's go on the phone, talk to Victoria, acting she's alright from the attack, because she's out of town right now. The invisible being strikes again, and at this point, I'm sitting there like, I knew it. I knew it not gonna be that simple. So right at this point, when the invisible being attacks again, we all knew at that moment was not Victoria. We were not Victoria. So screen fade to black. Once it come back on, we realized that it was the brother all along doing all these attacks. Why? Because he being the big brother he is. He protecting his sister from Lex Luthor and anybody else who fucks with her. In his defense, man, he's doing the right thing, but he's doing it the wrong way. That's the thing. That's the only difference. He's doing the right thing. He's defending his sister from anybody, but he's doing it the wrong way. That's the issue. That's the problem here. Okay? That's the problem. So, when pretty much this is Jeff at this point, which is the brother. Jeff almost killed Lex, but Clark, just a nigga time, gotta save the day once again. What he gotta do, saying Clark Kent. And, he stops Jeff from killing Lex. He knocks him out. You see some paint fell on him. We know that he's, a being now. He gets taken to the hospital, everything's alright again. And as soon as it was all over, Lex and Clark, they talk for a little bit. After this, we see Whitney, tell Lana about the whole situation going on with him right now. Lana, they hugged out, they understood each other, and this leads to Clark being exactly how he was in episode 1, man. Depressed again. And I don't know about it, man, but it's like they did the same screenshot from episode 1, because I kind of noticed that it's like Clark doing the same he did in episode 1. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know the comments, man, that's true, but I don't feel sorry for Clark whatsoever. He kind of asked for this, so it's hard for me not to feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? He had the moment, he had the opportunity to proceed with Lana, but he didn't take it. In his defense, I understand why, man. You know what I'm saying? When he's dad going through it, man, so I kind of understand why he did it. But I know some guys wouldn't do that. Probably most guys wouldn't do it. Most guys would just take advantage of the opportunity any given me necessary. And I'm not trying to say that I wouldn't either. I mean, I honestly, I don't know what I'll do. Because I never been in that situation. But I know for me personally, from knowing myself and who I am, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? If it was a guy sick at home, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't do it. I know some probably saying, fuck no, he would do it. That's hilarious, man. But I don't know, it's your world against mine. I don't know, man. But anyway, discussion time, man. Here's a question I gotta ask y'all, man. I wrote this down too, cause that's pretty much the episode, man. That's the episode finish. After that, discussion I gotta ask you guys, man. The people who Clark pretty much like take out, the one he doesn't kill, by the way, knowing that they know his secret, okay? The one that Clark's beat up and doesn't kill, like kind of like Jeff is, the invisible being. Do they tell anyone, Clark's secret? I mean, later on, I believe in season 4, we see an incident happens in Belle Reve about this, the psychiatric ward that we seen guys that Clark put there, and they talk about him, and they mention that he's kind of like them to the patients there, but they all think they crazy, so if this happens to everybody. Now I'm thinking about this. If more than one person is saying this, you know what I'm saying, number one, number two, number three, if more than one person is saying the same thing about Clark, shouldn't the patients know that it gotta be somewhat true if they're all saying it, knowing that Clark was the one that put them there, or in the hospital or anywhere? that's my question down below, man. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that they be telling the patient that secret? Because obviously it can't be, because we've been seeing it later on. They found out Claude's secret, but I don't know, man. Like this is kind of like a little gap that I noticed here, man. I think it is a gap that should be talked about in the comment section. So, you guys want to talk about, man? I'll let you guys talk about that in the comment section below, man. Thank you guys for watching the review. I appreciate you, man. This gotta be my longest review, man, because it be in 30 minutes, man. So I apologize if it's too long. You guys like it this long? Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, thank you guys for watching, man. Leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next review, which will be episode 11. Peace.